Yes, sir.
Okay. So no exchange of matter. Work as energy from isolated system. It is correct. This one here, how did you get it wrong, Reba? Look here, na. Second one simply depends on the initial and final state of the system. So if it is depending on the initial and final state, that means it is what? State function, na? This will be state function. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me get this in. This will be state function. Consider the following properties. Okay. The option here, I think it is D. Okay. The option here, it will be D. I did this question for the previous batch. The option is D here. This is isolated system. This is correct. And you have Umar. Isolated is right. Path function, it is wrong. Option D is correct. Isolated system, it is correct. Also, maybe try to send it in vertical and not like horizontal. I don't know how to say it, but Muhammad Umar, you get the idea, right? Click good photos, not like this. है ना?
Sure.
No, not Muhammad. Okay. So, Umar Abdullah, this is you, na? Or this is Muhammad Umar. Whose assignment
Yes,
is
sir.
this?
Yes, sir. Mine.
किसका है? अच्छा, ये आपका ही है. अच्छा. और so congratulations by the way for that new thing that you have got. Did you get the new thing or no?
Yeah, I did.
Acha, you did. Congratulations. You're happy? Okay. But still your voice is not that good.
It's because of my network.
Acha, it is because of your network. Come to India. The network is, I think, good here. The network is good there, Surat? Yes or no? In India?
Yes, sir.
At least in the states. States in the, I mean in the cities, not states. What am I saying? Cities. State variables, state function. We are done till here, right? State functions. Okay. Now we need to look at another term. So we are just looking at the terms in, we're just looking at the terms of thermodynamics. So let us take our example. So we have a cup of tea or cup of coffee, which is in, let us say, 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, right now it is 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, nothing is happening. So this state in where nothing is happening, it is known as equilibrium. What is equilibrium? Where nothing happens. Okay, and the thermodynamicists, they get very excited when nothing happens. Okay, so this is where nothing happens. But if you keep that in surrounding, let us say you kept that in your desk and you forgot about it. So after a while, what will happen? The same tea here, it will attain the room temperature, that is 25 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now again, after attaining the room temperature, nothing will happen to that coffee because there will be no exchange of heat after that if they have reached the same temperature. So there is some interaction which is happening in between. And initially you have this as, let us say, initial. This is initial state. This is final state. Okay. And in both of these states, it is what it is in equilibrium. Whenever you have a body in initial state, it is in equilibrium. In final state, it is also in an equilibrium. But in between, there is an interaction, and the equilibrium is not maintained during this particular interaction. Okay. So please write the word which is thermodynamic equilibrium. Thermodynamic equilibrium. Okay, so please write. A system is said to be in equilibrium System is said to be, okay, I should say thermodynamic equilibrium. Said to be in thermodynamic equilibrium if its macroscopic properties its macroscopic properties do not change with time. Macroscopic properties do not change with time. Now, initial state, what is an initial state? Please write. It corresponds to the starting state of the system in equilibrium before any interaction with surrounding, without any interaction with surrounding. Then write final state. Final state, okay. Please write. It corresponds to the equilibrium attained by the system after interaction with the surrounding. After interaction with the surroundings. Done. So we have initial state. Then something happens, interaction happens, then we get the final state. Now this interaction with the surrounding, what we say, it is a process. Some process happens on the system or by the system, okay? While some process happens, and then the initial state, and system receives and it reaches the final state. So we have to look at this word now. That is process. Please write process. What is a process? It is the path or operation, by a system. Rather, I should say by which a system changes one state to other. Okay. Now, again, going back to the same example of the teacup, it interacts with the surrounding and it changes its temperature, right? Now, can all of you tell me what is the state variable here? What is changing while changing the state? What is the state variable?
Temperature.
temperature. Yes, Deepa, correct. So out of different macroscopic properties, what we will do to define these two states, we will be using only temperature, okay? Because you know the volume will be constant, the mass will be constant, right? Now, some process happened here, and in that process, the initial volume was V, and the final volume of the T also was V. As we can see that the volume is here constant. What is the constant? Volume is constant. Now, the processes in which the volume is constant, it is given a special name. Similarly, if you have a process in which the pressure is constant, it is given another similar name. If you have a process in which the temperature is constant, then it is given a special name. Now, on the basis of what is constant or what remains same in the initial and the final stages, in the initial and the final states, we classify the processes into different types. So the basis is what? Whatever parameter is constant, that is our basis. So please write types of processes. Types of processes. So these are simple definitions that you have to know. First is isothermal process. Isothermal process. What will be constant here? Tell me. Iso means same, thermal. What will be constant?
Temperature.
Temperature. Temperature is constant. Second, adiabatic, okay? Adiabatic process. So dia means through. If you are passing through something, I think it is Greek for through. Adia means nothing is going through, right? If nothing is going through, then we say that no heat is exchanged. No heat exchanged. Exchange between system and surrounding, okay? Third, isobaric.
So pressure is constant.
Yeah, good. Pressure is constant. So earlier you were doing classes on a laptop, Omar?
Yes, sir.
Next is isochoric process, and here the volume is constant. Volume is constant. See, I am writing volume is constant, pressure is constant, temperature is constant. A better word than is remains, okay? Because there is a process which is happening. So remains is a better word if I look at the semantics here, the English language. But still, you can use is also. But again, remains is a better word. You will see most of the books writing remains. I had this question always, why do people use jargon instead of using simple words? But again, each word, it has some reason, okay? So pressure remains constant. It is a better phrasing than pressure is constant. Please keep that in mind. Then the fifth one is cyclic process. And as the name suggests, it will be a cycle. It will be coming back to its original state, right? Cyclic process. Now, in cyclic process, what will happen? In this type of process, now the system it will be having a series of process, I would say. There will be series of process, and ultimately it will be reaching the original state. So please write with me. A process in which the system undergoes a series of processes and ultimately See, rather than writing returns, I would have written reaches. But again, return is a better word if you are coming back to some place, right? Ultimately, returns to its original state. Okay, to its original state. Now, there are two more processes that I will explain with an example because it is a bit conceptual. Please write this down.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
So could you please scroll up,
Where till where?
sir, to initial state and final state for a second, please?
Sure, tell me. तो ये क्या हो गया?
Thank you, sir. I just forgot a word.
अच्छा. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me know if you're done till here, cyclic process, okay? Rehab is done. Have a chat. What topics are omitted from this chapter? Do you not have the syllabus, Umar? You have, no? So not much topics are removed. Heat capacity, specific heat capacity, and I think the criteria for equilibrium. These are the topics which have been removed. Not much, okay? This is one of those where you don't have much topic which is removed. Similarly, for equilibrium, the next chapter, you don't have many topics which have been removed, okay? A major portion from the S block, P block have been removed, and the environmental chemistry, that is the entire chapter which is removed, okay? Done? Okay. So now, you don't have to write this, okay? You don't write this right now. Let us suppose that I have a gas which is in this particular container, and there is a piston which is a movable piston, and it has some gas molecules here, let us suppose, and we have a bag of sand here. Okay, we have a bag of sand here. In this, we have sand particles. Now, what I want to do is I want to pour the sand particles which are inside this bag of sand, and I want to put this over the piston. Any problem till here? No problem?
No, sir.
No problem. Okay. So what will happen? The piston will move up or down if I add the sand particles. What will happen? The piston will move down, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, oh, this is not complete piston. Wait a second. Let me move the piston. Oh, what is happening? Yeah, let me move the piston down. And let me add back the particles here, right? Okay. So here you have the sand particles. So here you may see that everything is happening in 2D, but it is happening in 3D. Okay, you can imagine this particular container as a cylinder. Okay, and the piston will have some surface area like this, and it will be having a handle like this. Okay. Now I would say there are two ways. There are two ways in which I can reach from the initial state to the final state. Initial, this is final. I can pour all sand at once, and otherwise what I can do is add 1 grain of sand at a time. Yes or no? Both these are possible, right? If I don't,
Yes, sir.
okay, maybe the second one will take infinite amount of time, but I can say that these two things are possible. Umar is just using some jargon here. Okay. So let us see what is happening here and what do I mean if you have these two processes. Okay. Let us imagine the first case when we pour all the sand at once. Okay. Everyone can imagine that they are lifting up the sandbag and they are pouring all the sand on the piston. Is there any going back while the sand is falling on the piston, or we will be going directly to the final stage? Tell me, is there any way of going back while the process is happening? Can we go back to the initial stage without reaching the final stage? Yeah, obviously, if you reach the final stage, then you can take all the sand out of the piston, but that is another issue. Okay, that is not what I'm asking. I'm asking in between the process, can I go back to the initial stage if I'm pouring all the sand at once? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No. What about others? Abhinav, Umar, Mohammed Sheikh, Najib, Riba, Rihab, Nida?
No, sir.
No, na? No. Once you have initiated this process, you cannot revert back. Yes or no? Can we revert back once we have initiated this process? Can we revert back? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Then that is why this is known as irreversible process. Please, this is a process which is irreversible. It doesn't mean that it is not talking about anything about the state. It doesn't mean that once I have filled the piston with the sand and I cannot remove the sand. No, 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 no. We are not talking about that. What we are talking about is that the process is irreversible. Once the process has started, it will reach the final state. It will reach the final state no matter what you do. You cannot do anything. Exactly, you cannot do anything. Okay. And what about the second case? What about the second case? If I add 1 grain at a time, then in between, so if I'm adding 1 grain at a time, then what I can say is I am going a bit of, these are my small steps that I'm taking to reach the final state, right? Yes or no? I'm adding 1 grain.
Yes, sir.
Then now at any point of time, I can feel like I can have a change of mind. I will say that no, I will start taking the grain of sands from the piston and I will be putting back in the sandbag. Okay. It means that I can change my mind at any time. I can change my mind at any time, and this type of process will be a reversible process. It will be a reversible process. Please, once again, I'm saying the process is reversible. It does not say anything about the initial state and the final state. Okay, we are just talking about what process is happening. Are you guys clear with reversible and irreversible? And also, are you guys, I mean, can you guys differentiate between a process and the states? Okay, so a process is a different thing when we are talking about a process, and the initial and final states, it does not have anything to do with the definitions of the process. Okay, got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you will never get confused, na? नहीं तो ये confusion आ सकता है. Like, no sir, how it is irreversible, sir? We can again put the sand back on this sandbag. Okay, so don't have this confusion later on whenever you are dealing with the chemical problems. Okay, so we'll be dealing with similar chemical problems. Okay, as you can see here, what is happening? The pressure is only increasing now, and I will be coming back to this particular example once again in this class only. Okay, so please, if you want to write the visual representation of reversible and irreversible, please write it down. Let me know if you're done. And some of the students may be done, I guess. No one is done. So all were listening attentively. My God, thank you very much. Allah. Fine, fine, right. Okay, rehab is done. So those who did organic chemistry yesterday, na, they will stay for a while. Okay, those who are doing organic chemistry, the nomenclature part with me, they will stay for a while. I mean, all of you can stay, but अगर आप क्लास नहीं कर रहे हैं तो कोई तुक नहीं बनता है ना असाइनमेंट लेने का. Muhammad Umar, let me know if you're done. Okay. Najib, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
You're fine. आ रहा है आपको? You're following me?
Yes, sir. I'm writing now, sir.
Thank you very much. And what about your friend? उनको आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. और आपको भी आ रहा है. How are you, by the way? You're fine, na?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
Okay. Umar, you understood irreversible and reversible? Muhammad, not, I mean, Umar Abdullah. Sorry. Umar Abdullah. नहीं, उसके बाद से हमने कुछ नहीं बोला. After reversible and irreversible, I did not say anything. I'm just giving them time to write it. Okay.
Completed. sir.
Muhammad Umar done. Okay. Atif, Muhammad Sheikh, Najib, Surat.
Done, sir.
Okay. So now what we can do, we can write the differences between reversible and irreversible process. Most of the definitions, I think, difference is what you will be telling me. Make a line here like this. And then divide into two different columns. One will have irreversible process, the other will have reversible process. Now, so in irreversible process, please write the process in which the direction cannot be reversed at any stage. Second is the direction can be reversed at any stage. Right, the second point. Okay, let me ask something. If we have this irreversible case, then as we add the whole bag of sand on the piston, as we pour it down, the change in pressure will be significant or it will be negligible? The change in pressure, because if you are adding something on the piston, the pressure will increase, right? So that increase in pressure, it will be significant or it will be negligible? If you are adding all the
significant,
sand.
sir.
Okay. And what if it is in reversible? It will be negligible, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It will be very small. It will be very small. The change will be very small. That means, acha, see, increase in pressure in the internal pressure, okay? If you're adding something, then the volume will decrease and the internal pressure will increase, okay? So I can say, in irreversible, the driving force for the change. What is the driving force for the change? The change in pressure. Now that change in pressure is what? It is very different than the opposing force, okay? So the driving force is different than opposing force. It's different than the opposing force. And here, in reversible process, the driving forces now this word is very important. Infinitesimally. It means little. Okay, it means very small. The driving force is very small, infinitesimally greater than the opposing force. Reversible process, it is done rapidly. It is carried out very slowly, no? Infinitesimally. Slowly. All the natural processes are irreversible. All the natural processes are what? Irreversible. And it is only imaginary. One thing is that in irreversible process, the equilibrium is disturbed. Equilibrium is disturbed. It means that you will see a significant change happening, okay? What is equilibrium? When nothing happens. But as soon as you add the whole bag of sand, the piston will move down, so something happened. But if you look at the reversible process, if you're adding 1 grain, then you can't see any change happening, right? You can't see any change happening. So at that point, the equilibrium is maintained. Then you add one more, then you add one more, slowly. At each stages, you will see that the equilibrium is maintained. So you'll write, the equilibrium is maintained at all stages.
Sir, can you explain the equilibrium again?
Okay, so you know what is equilibrium, right? When nothing happens.
Yes.
Okay. So if I add the whole sandbag, then in irreversible process, something will happen. That is, the piston will go down. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm talking about the each stage of reversible process, this small step. Okay, now tell me what will happen if I take this much small step. That means I add 1 grain of salt. Anything will happen?
No, sir.
So equilibrium is maintained, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then I add another grain of salt, sorry, grain of sand. Then anything will happen?
No, sir.
No, na? As you slowly you do, if you keep doing that, you will see that the equilibrium is maintained, nothing is happening. But yeah, if you see the initial and the final, then you can see some change happening, but at each and every step, the equilibrium is maintained. Okay, so in the final and initial, it is not maintained, but if you look at each and every step, in those small steps, the equilibrium is maintained. Done? Let me know if you're done. Okay. So at this point, we are done with terminology. Now we will start with the main crux of thermodynamics. Okay. Done, guys? Can I move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now please write, or rather tell me something. How many types of energy do you know? Right now, how many types of energy do you know? Atif, tell me na.
Sorry, sir.
How many types of energy do you know? Names at least. I don't know any. Reba?
No, sir. I know.
Then tell me na.
Mechanical energy, light energy,
And?
heat energy.
Okay. And? What is the formula for heat energy? How do you calculate heat energy? Don't know, na? Tell me something that you know. Tell me. I think there is only two energies whose formula you must have by hearted. Tell me those, Atif.
No, sir. I don't really remember.
You don't really remember? Kinetic energy? नहीं याद आपको formula?
Half m square.
Potential energy?
Potential energy, mgh.
mgh. See, you know na. So these are the energies that you know. Okay, and these are the real energy. And right now you will see heat is not a form of energy. Okay, we will see how is heat not a form of energy. Okay, so if you have any object, even if it is a block of iron, it is not moving, it is on the ground, it is rested, you will say that, sir, it does not have any kinetic energy, it does not have any potential energy. But I will say no. Listen, if you look at very microscopic level, then what you will see here is there are atoms like this, and these atoms are vibrating. That means they are moving. If they are moving, then they will be having vibrational energy. What we call that? Vibrational energy, right? So each and every body which is present, it has some or the other kind of energy in it. Okay, some or the another kind of energy in it, even though if it is, you will understand later, if it is not free energy. Free energy, it means that the energy which we can use as work, which we can use to do work. So for an iron block which is just sitting there, it cannot do any work, right? Because it does not have any free energy in it. It does not have any free energy in it. But it does not mean that it does not have any energy in it. It has some internal energy in it. Okay. So you will come to the concept of free energy later in this chapter. Internal energy. Okay. So what is internal energy? It is the sum of all the kinds of energy, all forms of energy stored in a substance. So please write, what is internal energy? It is represented by the uppercase letter U. The uppercase letter U. The sum of all forms of energy within a substance. And this substance, in case of thermodynamics, we will take this as system. Is called internal energy. Okay. So U is equal to, this is not a formula, this is again a definition. Okay. U is equal to, this is not a formula, please listen. E kin, kinetic energy. E pot, potential energy. E dot, rotational energy. E trans, translational energy. And E vib, vibrational energy. Okay. Now let us suppose that you have an object here, and let us say the internal energy here, it is U initial, and you heat the substance. You heat the substance, what will happen? The internal energy will increase and it will become U final. It will become U final. Okay. Now it does not matter that whether you are heating this with a stove or with some wood, or you are using some another fuel. Okay. It doesn't matter how you are heating it. If it is reaching U final, it will be U final. It does not depend on the path. That means I can say U is a state function. It is a function of state. It depends on the state. It does not depend on the path. It does not depend on the path. Okay. Now, the another thing is that, as you can see, it is quite difficult. It will be quite difficult to measure all these type of energy, and it is not even possible to measure all the energies. And it is good for us, or it is a good news for us that we cannot measure, because we don't even need that. As chemists and as anyone who is dealing with science, we are more interested in the change rather than the absolutes. Okay. So if the U initial, nothing is happening here, if it is in equilibrium, then we don't need this. If it is changing, then we need this. Okay, fine. If it is going from U initial to U final, then we are interested in that change. We are not interested in the absolute internal energy of any system. We are only interested in their change. So write the next point here, which is more important in terms of how we are going to deal with this term, which is internal energy, and everything is happening inside internal energy. Internal energy will be changing, it will be increasing, it will be decreasing. So how we are going to measure it, how we are going to calculate it. So the first point that we want to make it clear is that we are not interested in the absolute internal energy. We are only interested in the change. Now, as soon as you will see this word, we are only interested in change. We cannot measure the internal energy. That is why we measure the change. You will see this wordings in each and every book. And quite paradoxically, they write the statement delta U is equal to U final minus U initial. Don't you think that this statement and this statement is paradox? It is contradictory, yes or no? Tell me guys, do you see this? है ना? अभी तो आपने कहा कि हमको चाहिए ही नहीं, what is we don't need the absolute, and you are saying we need the change in internal energy. And how are you calculating internal energy? You are subtracting the absolute. You are finding the difference between the absolute. That means you had to calculate the absolute. Why did you say that you are not interested in the absolute energy, internal energy? So if you get this type of confusion anytime, okay, Surat is asking me to scroll up till here. Surat?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
हो गया?
Yes, sir.
ऐसा क्या छूट जाता है आपका बिल्कुल जो 1 सेकंड में हो जाता है? I never get this. Okay. Where was I? I was in that. So this is quite contradictory. All of you agree now that this statement and this particular statement does not make sense. If you are saying that you are not interested in the absolute, then why you are writing delta u is equal to u final minus u initial? So I think there should be a bracket in each and every book to make this clear. Otherwise, you need a teacher. This is not formula. This is not a formula. Then what is it? Why does it have equal sign? It is a definition. It is definition. Okay. So how we are defining the change in internal energy? We are defining the change in internal energy as the difference between the u final minus u initial. Okay, between that is u final minus u initial. All of you understood this point? Yes or no? Those who were confused, if they were reading the books of thermodynamics, the chapter thermodynamics, and they were seeing this particular statement and quite nearby each other, I hope now you understand why this particular statement is present. Yes or no? All of you understood this? Okay. Now, in terms of chemistry, we are dealing with what? So in chemistry, we don't have boxes and we don't write arrow, right? Between the boxes, what do we write? In the right hand side, left hand side, and in between we write some arrows. What is that thing called? क्या होता है chemistry में? We were learning chemistry, you guys forgot or what? Yeah. Reaction. Thank you very much. So in reaction, if I want to write the delta U, in the final position, we have the reactants minus the, we have the products minus the internal energy of reactants. Okay. Any doubt till here?
No, sir.
Okay. Now if I say, if the internal energy of product is greater than the internal energy of reactant, then I can say delta U will be positive. But if we have UR greater than UP, then I can say delta U is negative. Done, guys? Yes or no?
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, right. Now tell me one more thing. Let me know if everyone is done. Is there anyone who is still writing? Mohammad Sheikh, Atif, Muhammad Umar, Umar Abdullah, Nida, anyone? No. All are done? Okay. Now you guys tell me. I have again the same system. There is a container which has gas. There is a movable piston here. There's a movable piston here. And the temperature of this particular gas, or what should I do? Rather, let me not have all these things, okay? Don't worry about these things. Let me just write state 1. And I have to get to state 2. Okay, so to define the state, what do I need? What variables do I need to define state? The state variable, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? I need the state variable, right? So the state variable that I'm using here is, here it is the temperature. It is the temperature. So the state 1 has 10 degrees Celsius and state 2 has, let us say, 50 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, what should I do here to go from state 1 to state 2? Can you tell me in the chat, please, all of you? I think this is an easy question, okay? And this is not a trick question. Very good. One right answer, Muhammad Umar. What should I do to go from 10 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius? What happened, other guys? Fast, jaldi likhiye itna. You just have to write 4-letter word, I guess. All of you have that in your mind. Very good. Reba, okay. Atif, very good. Okay, 3 answer only. What happened? Nida, Muhammad Sheikh, Najib. Najib, are you there? Abhinav, no answer. There's so many students are
Sir,
there in class.
Sir, can you repeat, sir? I the voice broke, so I couldn't hear, sir.
Okay, so you see two states and the temperature.
Yes, sir.
I'm just asking to send me in chat. How can I go from 10 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius? What do I have to do? What do I
Okay,
have
sir.
to do? Okay. Okay. Yes, correct, Nida. Najib, what happened? Umar Abdullah, no answer. Yes, correct, Abhinav. Very good. Mohammed Sheikh, you are not there. What happened? These guys, Najib and Mohammed Sheikh. Oh, you guys don't answer. Oh my God. ये दोनों ना. Also, Rishan, can you send the answer? What do I need to do? That's really sad. एक तो इतना आसान सा. Okay, fine. Those who have answered, na, that is correct answer. Okay. Now I want you to scratch your heads, bang your heads in the table which you are studying or the walls, and tell me of one more way. Tell me one more way in which you can increase the pressure. Sorry, in which you can increase the temperature, not pressure. You're increasing the temperature. What do you have? What will you do? Now think in terms of the states of matter chapter, and you have a gases. You have a gas in a container. What will you do to increase the temperature? I mistakenly gave the answer, I guess. How will you increase the temperature? Think of the parameters. Arey bhai, how will you increase the temperature? That is again heat only, na Muhammad Umar? That is again Muhammad Umar. It is heat only. What you are saying, increasing the temperature. Think in terms of parameters: pressure, volume, number of moles, and temperature. You cannot change the number of moles because we have the same system here. We are just changing some variable of the system, and then you have some other parameters that you can tweak so that you will get the temperature. You can increase the temperature. So think what affects the temperature, which parameters affect the temperature. Okay, fine. Abhinav is thinking in the right direction, but it is, I mean, he's thinking of the right term, but he's thinking in the wrong direction. Muhammad Umar, yes, but what do we need to do to the pressure? Should we increase the pressure or decrease? Yeah, correct. Very good. So you have seen that there are two ways, right? Increase the pressure. So there are two ways. Either you can heat it, or you can, now I'm writing, you can do work on it. Okay. So if you are putting pressure, that means what you're doing, you are applying a force. And if you apply a force, the piston moves a bit. And that is force into displacement. It is what? It is work. But how it is related to pressure and volume? How it is related to pressure and volume, we will explain that later. PV is equal to nRT. It is correct. Yes, PV is directly proportional to temperature. Hence, it will increase the temperature. Is everyone following me? Yes or no? Reba, Rihab, Surat, Nita. Okay. Fine. Now, Atif, are you clear that heat is not a form of energy? Rather, heat is a mode of transfer of energy. We transfer energy in terms of heat. You get this? Yes or no? Atif? Yes,
sir.
Atif? Heat is just like work only. Okay. So work is not energy. Work is what? It has the units of energy. It also has the units of energy, but it is a mode of transfer of energy. We transfer energy by doing work or by heating a particular system. Okay. So there are two modes of transfer of energy, that is heat, and then there is work, heat and work. Okay. Now let us look at both of these things one by one. Let us write heat. Okay, wait a second. Let me write the modes of transfer. Of energy. energy can be transferred by two modes. Number one is heat. Second is work. Okay. So let us write the first topic, that is heat. It is denoted by Q. Can I start the explanation for heat? Yes or no? Can I start the explanation for heat?
Sir, wait. Can you scroll up?
Okay. यहाँ नहीं कुछ लिखा है हमने.
No, down,
the
down.
answers down ना.
At this
Okay.
one. Okay, sir.
Right, energy is exchanged between the system and surrounding. Between the system and surrounding as heat, they have different temperature. If both of them have different temperature, then the energy is exchanged by heat. Now, what will be the flow of heat? So heat flows from a body with higher temperature to a body with of lower temperature. Done? Yes or no? Now, let us see one more thing regarding heat. So if you have a system, and please look at this arrow. So what is happening here? Is heat given to the system or it is taken out of the system? If I'm giving this arrow,
Given.
it is given to the system. And here it is going out of the
Given.
system. So if heat is given to the system, then the internal energy will increase. And if heat is taken out of the system, then the internal energy will decrease.
Sir, can you show the notes for internal energy?
Internal energy.
Sir, can you scroll down?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So this is about heat. We are not done completely with heat. We will come back to it later after we have done work, when we have formed some concepts of the work and basically more how the pressure volume work works. Okay, we will look at the working of pressure volume work, and then we will come back again and we will add some more comments on the heat. You don't have to leave spaces here. Okay, can I write work?
Yes.
Can I write work? Okay. Acha, how many of you attended the Friday numerical class? Did anyone attend? No. Atif, Surat, Umar.
What, sir?
Okay, Reba, you did not know about. Okay, I told you many times na in the class, like last week, Friday ko numerical hoga.
Yes, sir, you did.
So लेकिन but wait a second, did you not receive the link?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Can you message Nishkar sir that you did not receive the link for Friday numerical class? Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you understood things there, Atif, Surat, Umar.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I think everything was in sync. Now you did not have any conceptual, what I can say. There were no gaps in the knowledge, right? Whatever was being taught, you did not needed any conceptual explanation. You only needed an approach to solve the problems. I hope that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
है ना? Okay, fine. Chalo. So let us do the work here. Can you repeat? I'm asking, you did not have any gaps in the knowledge now. Like whatever was being asked there, you understood the question. You just needed an approach for the an approach for the solving of numericals, right? Umar Abdullah. Okay. So I'm just seeing that I hope I did not miss anything in the lectures, because sometimes it happens like I have been teaching in a way that I do the numericals also and I do the conceptual parts also. Sometimes if you forget something in the conceptual or the theory classes, you revert it back in the numerical portions. Now, since I'm not doing the numericals, I was thinking like kuch chhoot to nahi hai, kuch chhoot to nahi hai, because you have many classes. So I think nothing was left there. Okay. Second is work. So please write pressure volume work. We are more interested in the pressure volume work. Okay. The pressure volume work. It means that we know the formula for work. It is what it is, force into displacement, but we are more interested into formulating an equation which will give me work in terms of pressure and volume change. Okay. So I am not able to make cylinder at 10 o'clock in India. So please imagine that this is a cylinder, this is a piston, and here you have, this is a piston, right? So you will have some internal pressure of the gas. So I will write that as P internal, and this will be P external. Now, if P internal is equal to P external, then nothing will be happening, and we will say this is equilibrium. Okay. But if I have P internal, which is greater than P external, what will happen? The piston will move up or down. Tell me. The piston will move up or down.
It will move upwards.
It will move upward, right? So if the piston is moving upward, then our system, the gas molecules, these are doing work, right? So work done. Let me write this word also. Piston moves up. Piston moves up. Work done by system. And if P internal is less than P external, the piston will move down, and I will say work done on system. Got it, guys? So we have just looked at the pressure volume work in a very qualitative way. We have not quantified anything right now, but let us start quantifying this by taking the case in which the P external is greater than P internal. Okay. So we are taking a case in which
Sir, can you
P,
scroll up? I didn't write that.
sure. P external is greater than P internal. Just let me know if you're done. Okay. Then I can start. I need someone to help me. Atif, can you help me while deriving these things? Is Atif?
Sorry, sir.
Can you help me in deriving these things? I need someone to answer me yes or no constantly.
Okay, sir. I'll try.
Okay, it will be very easy questions. Okay, don't worry. I mean, you can have some Sati also. Mohammed Umar, will you help? Those who can turn their mic on now, they can help me. Okay. And Reba. Who else? Nida, can you speak? Are you well? Yes, Nida. Nida? No, Nida is not well. So P external is greater than P internal. Okay, Nida. Fine. So piston will move up or down. Piston will move up or down.
Down.
Yes, piston moves down. Moves down. And if it is moving down and it moves down by a distance, let us say by a distance. L, okay, by a distance L, and it has a cross-sectional area of capital A. Okay, it means that if you have, let us say, let me try to make that cylinder. I need it somewhere. And this is your piston. Okay, this is your piston. And it moved L distance, so it is now here. Okay, now I can say this is L. This is the change in volume, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the change in volume, right? So we will say the volume change. So what will be this volume? Can someone tell me? In terms of A and L? Okay, no. So I think I need to revise your mathematics. What is the volume of a cube?
A cube.
A cube. Okay, and only if you have the H length as A, it will be A cube. What is the area of this particular base here? What is the area of this base?
A square.
A square. And if I multiply A square by the height, that means what I'm doing, I'm multiplying the area of base into the height, I will get the volume. Yes or no?
Yes,
Into
sir.
L.
Hai na?
Yes.
Similarly, you also have the same thing for cylinder also. Now you have pi r square. That is the area of the base. Area of the base is what? Is a circle. And if you multiply that with the height, you will get the volume. So similarly, tell me now, what is the area of the base here for the piston? Capital A, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And it is moving L distance. That means the height for that volume will be the volume change. It will be what? L. All of you understand this? Yes or no?
Yes,
This is A
sir.
into L. Okay. So delta V is equal to A into L. Okay. What is the formula for pressure? It is equal to what upon area? What upon area?
Volume.
Force
Sir,
upon area.
force.
अरे फोर्स अपॉन
Force
एरिया
upon
भाई
area.
कहाँ है आप? हैं फिजिक्स वाले सर सुनेंगे? कौन पढ़ाता है आपको फिजिक्स? जाहिद सर? नहीं, क्या नाम है उनका? Does Zahid sir teach you?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Zahid sir teaches you ना? हाँ, so Zahid sir को सुनाएंगे आप. वॉल्यूम अपॉन एरिया बोल रहे हैं. वॉल्यूम अपॉन एरिया मीटर मिल जाएगा आपको, डिस्टेंस मिल जाएगा. ओके, प्रेशर इज इक्वल टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया. सो व्हाट विल बी फोर्स? इट विल बी प्रेशर इनटू area, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the formula for work? Work is equal to
Force into displacement.
Force into displacement.
force into displacement. So the force is pressure into area. The displacement is how much? L distance. So I will write L. And as you can know, that this work here. Okay, now tell me one more thing. So what do you think? This force will have a negative sign in front of it because it is opposing this P internal, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? है ना? So I will say that this is negative of the pressure times delta V, and this pressure is external pressure. Okay, this pressure is what? It is external pressure. So this external pressure, it is opposing the P internal. That is why I will say it is having a negative sign. That is work is equal to minus P external into del V. So please write this down. If you have not written this, let me know if you are done. Then we will look at different cases of this work. Okay, Reba is done. What about others? हाँ, okay. Muhammad Umar is writing. No, मोहम्मद उमर कोई 5 मिनट ब्रेक और एक नहीं मिलेगा. 5 मिनट ब्रेक चाहिए इनको. Why? You're exhausted. Okay, fine. You struggle with this exhaustion. 2 hour class. Did you have any other class before this, Mohammed Umar? Yes. Okay, that's even better. That is even better. There is one that I like that line, but I don't remember that line. I think that is from Interstellar. What is that? Does anyone remember that poetic line? Rage, rage, rage in the dying light. No, नहीं किसी को नहीं पता. No one knows that.
No, sir.
No. But have you guys seen Interstellar? No. Yes.
I have not seen, sir.
You have not seen? Okay. What is that line? Interstellar. It goes like that. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage, rage against the dying of the light. The wise men at their end know the dark is right. So you have to not go gentle into that night, okay? That means you have to struggle. I knew it, I forgot, I've seen a long time ago. If you will take, I am very much healthy. Don't worry about my health. अम्मी ने हमको ऐसे बिल्कुल, do you guys know च्यवनप्राश? अम्मी ने दूध में च्यवनप्राश मिला के दे दिया. I am very much healthy. You guys know च्यवनप्राश or you guys don't know च्यवनप्राश?
I know, sir.
You know च्यवनप्राश, right? हाँ. You are not healthy. Why? What happened, Omar Abdullah? Why are you not healthy? So we ended at this point, P external into del V into del V. Now we can have two cases. Okay, fine. अब आ जाइए इधर. You are refreshed ना, Muhammad Umar? You got your refreshment, Muhammad Umar? Yeah, come back now. So see, you have V final. If the V final is what? It is greater than V initial. Okay. V final is greater than V initial, and I know that delta V is what? V final minus initial. So delta V will be what? It will be positive, right? If the final volume is greater than initial one. Now, if this particular volume is positive, this whole work it will be what? It will be negative. Pressure cannot be negative because pressure is a physical quantity. And as distance, temperature, and what else? Luminosity, electric current, the pressure, it cannot be negative. Okay. So delta V is positive, and hence the work will also be negative here. Okay. The work will be negative because P is positive minus P is what? Positive into negative, it will be negative. Similarly, if you have V final, which is less than V initial, then the delta V, this will be what? Delta V will be negative, and the work done will be positive. Okay. Now let us look again at the V final is greater than V initial, right? Now what is happening here? V final now, that means the piston is going up, the volume is increasing. So when the work is done by the system, here the what is happening? The work is done by system. Work done by system. All if you can see that now, the piston is going up here and the piston will go down here. So work done on system. Okay, any doubt till here? Please let me know. Done, guys?
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, Atif, you will tell me sandbag. You remember the sandbag cases, the two cases for sandbag, yes or no? Yes,
Yes,
Atif?
sir.
Okay. Now, we have just done the same kind of thing. Now, we increase the pressure, right? The same thing we did now, we increase the pressure here. There also we were increasing the pressure, but we were using sand. We have not specified what we are using here, correct? But the
Yes,
same
sir.
thing is happening. So what do you think? What case is this? If we have, this is a significant volume now. Yes or no? This is a
Yes, sir.
significant volume. That means I can say what we have calculated here is the irreversible work, correct? We have poured all the sand down and we saw the change. Now let us consider the reversible work, okay? So please let us consider the reversible work in which we will be putting one grain at a time, one grain of sand at a time. A reversible will have reversible work. So please write here. Now the distance or the displacement of piston. So if I will add one grain of sand, the piston will move a large distance or a very small distance. If I add one grain of sand, it will move a large distance or a small distance.
Small distance.
Small distance, na? So I can write that as dl. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now if I will do a into dl, this will be equal to a small change in the volume, right? So I can say that if I am adding one small grain, the volume change will be also very small. And dv will be equal to the cross-sectional area of the piston will be the same a, but this will be multiplied by dl. This will be multiplied by dl. Now, if I talk about the pressure, it will be equal to force upon area. And here force will be equal to pressure into area. And now, again, the work that will be done on the system will be also very small because we are just adding one grain of sand, and this will be equal to, I should have taken a bag of salt, I guess. This will be equal to force into a into dl, because this is force and this is the distance, right? And this will be pressure, right? Sorry, wait a second, let me write it first force, then I will write the pressure term. This will be force into dl, it will be equal to pressure into a into dl, and this will be equal to pressure times. Now if I'm going to write the p external, so I will add up my negative sign, p external into dv, and this will be the work done. This will be the work done, right guys? Yes or no? Now I have to remove this delta sign, so I have to integrate both sides. Integrate both sides. So for the work done, I will write work done will be equal to the integration of minus of p external into dv. Now this work, I will say this work is work reversible. It will be equal to negative of p external integration of dv, which will be equal to negative of px. Okay, fine. So I need to take some range of values. So I will start from v initial and I will end at v final, and I will get integration differentiation. We'll have v, and this will be v initial, and this will be v final, which will be equal to the work in the reversible case. And I hope you can see this opening up to p external, and this is v final minus v initial. This is again equal to minus of p external into delta v. This is v reversible. This is v w reversible. Now, why we have done this? We have done this only because this case of reversible process, in this case, we can also write the w reversible or the work done which is reversible in terms of p internal. First write this much. Let me know if you're done. First write this much. Okay, Reba is done. Is there anyone who is writing? Omar, are you writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Please write, please write. Done, all of you? No? Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, waiting.
Sir, can you
Yes, sir.
explain the integration part again?
There is okay. So I am going with the very crude explanation. Okay. Integration and differentiation, they are opposite of each other. So integration will eat up the differentiation and you will just get the V. Works for you, Muhammad Umar?
What, sir?
I explained it. Did it work for you? You did not hear my.
No.
Okay. So integration and differentiation, they are opposite of each other. Yes or no?
Yes, I know that.
So just keep it like that only. I don't want to get into the dense maths. Okay. But you know how integration happens? Yes or no?
Yes, I know.
Okay. So maybe see, I don't want to deal with the integration part here. Okay, that is why maybe you can say that I don't know that much integration, so I just say that integration and differentiation is canceling each other out. Okay.
Understand.
I know it, but I don't want to deal with it. Can I move, Mohammed Umar?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I can. Okay. So now let us do this in terms of P internal, because what we are interested is in the system, and we can only measure the pressure of the system because we are focusing and we are measuring each and everything which is happening in the system. So in terms of P internal, okay, you will write in terms of and please we will see why we can write only in case of reversible reaction. We can write the work, sorry, why we can only write the work reversible or the work in reversible case in terms of P internal and not in the irreversible case. Okay, why? See, for P internal, I can say that in reversible case, we will have a particular, okay, let me have the piston and I added a grain of sand here. So there was a P internal initially, right? And this grain of sand will exert some pressure and this will increase that. This will increase the P internal by a very small amount, that is dP, right? So I can say that now the P external which was there, it will be equal to the P internal that was initially present plus dP. Yes or no? When I added this grain of sand, the external pressure is equal to the initial pressure of the gas plus a very small pressure dP. All of you agree with this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what I can do, I can just start from here. No, I cannot start from here. I should have to start from here. Rather here I would say, and then I can move on. So I will write the integration of dW will be equal to the integration of minus of Px into what? Into we had dV, into we had dV, right? So I can now write integration of, or rather I should say take the minus sign here, and I will write P external is equal to P internal plus of dP into dV. And this will be equal to minus of integration of P internal into dV will be equal to P internal dV plus, and let's keep the brackets on, plus it will be the integration of dP into dV. Now, since dP and dV, these both are very, very small, and if I multiply two very small quantities, for example, if I multiply 0.1 and 0.1, I get even more small quantity, that is 0.01, right? So it means that if I multiply dP into dV, it will be again very, very, very small, and hence I can neglect this. So what I'm doing, I am neglecting this, neglect, and I am remaining with only the negative of the integration of P internal into dV. Now, as for P internal, this is what? This is work reversible. P internal we can write in terms of the ideal gas, which says that it is nRT upon V. So I can write that in terms of volume as negative of integration of nRT upon V dV. Then I can take this nRT because these all are constant. And here we will have 1 upon V dV, right? And then we can have minus nRT. Now this I can say it is equal to what? Okay, again, V1 to V2, let us go from volume V1 to V2. This is ln of V going from V1 to V2. And this will be minus of nRT ln V2 upon V1. I hope you guys know how this works. If not, then let me get this one more time. ln V2 minus ln V1, and by the, if you have seen logarithms, you know log of A minus log of B, it is equal to log of A by B, right? So I can write ln of V2 upon V1. Now I will,
ln is log.
ln is logarithm only, natural log. You know logs? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Log with a base E is known as ln. Log has a base, right?
Yes, sir.
So log with a base E is known as ln. And if I simply write log, it is assume that I am talking about log with a base of 10. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you a sheet that I would ask you to shut the door and do that logarithm problems for 2 to 3 hours. How much time it is going to take? You just put in those hours, and then you will be okay with the logs. Okay. So log is nothing but it is advanced multiplication, or I can say it is just advanced exponential. I can also write this as minus of nRT ln upon P1 upon P2. Why? Because we know that P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 by the virtue of ideal gas equation. And hence I can say that V2 upon V1, if I rearrange this, we will be getting P1 upon P2, right? This V1 will, right? Okay. Now, if I want to remove the ln part here, then I have to multiply. V reversible will be equal to 2.303, okay, negative of 303 nRT log of V2 upon V1. Now this log is having the base of 10. And I can write this as minus of 2.303 nRT log of P1 upon P2. Write this down. Let me know if you're done.
Sir, could you please zoom out?
Can you zoom out?
Yeah, sure. But how much? From here?
Yes, sir.
Can you see it? Yes, Surat, Muhammad Umar. Guys, you can see it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. सूरत आपको छुट्टी मिल गई स्कूल से? Yes, Surat.
Yes, sir.
Did you get holidays? Winter vacation?
Sir, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I think you will get only after Christmas. It happens. These Middle East people, they have got the holidays, I guess. है ना? I think from 16th, 17th, you must have
Not
had holidays. Not yet. Yes, really, Reba? Not yet?
Not yet.
हाय हाय, फिर कब मिलेगा आपको?
Somewhere in December last till January something.
Okay. Mohammed Sheikh has got the holidays. Okay. I was I thought
Sir, why
that
is
you guys,
DP neglected?
because see, DP into DV is neglected. Okay, so DP is very small.
Okay,
Huh?
sir.
DV
Okay,
is
sir.
very small, and their product will be even more small, right? That is why we have neglected it.
Okay, sir.
And only due to that neglection we are able to formulate. Okay, and I hope you can see that if we use the same kind of thing for P irreversible, we cannot do that because P internal will be, there will be a large change in the pressure, right? Abruptly. So we cannot have this kind of formulation for the irreversible process. So this is very unique formula for work, which is reversible. I need to drink some water. Yes, let me know if you're done, okay? I think I can scroll down a bit, right? Oh. Maybe rather than scrolling down, I should zoom a bit. What about, okay, Nita is not able to speak. What about Rehab? Did you get holiday? Rehab? And Rehab is not here. She is here. But Rehab also got holidays. Except for Muhammad Umar, it is from next week. Okay, let me know if I can proceed, okay? So Atif and Muhammad Umar are writing. Is there anyone who is still writing? Abhinav, are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Abhinav, you're done. Okay, Nida was also writing. She's also done.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. What about you, Atif?
Done, sir.
Done? Done?
Sir.
Okay, fine. So we looked at work, we looked at heat, then we also looked at how this work is done and how it is done in reversible, what is the formula, and in irreversible, what is the formula. Now let us go to the first law of thermodynamics. Law of thermodynamics. No, not zeroth law, the first law. The first law. What I am doing, Muhammad Umar, I am going in the chronology. And in chronology, what I mean by chronology is that how the things took place. So what do you think there is a zeroth law? Achha, how many of you have heard there is a zeroth law for thermodynamics? Is there no, only Muhammad Umar? Atif, you have heard. Atif, why do you think there is a zeroth law?
I think because it's like very fundamental to thermodynamics.
It is very fundamental to thermodynamics, yeah. But the reason is that it is an afterthought. Like the thermodynamics, the field thermodynamics, it evolved a bit, and they after that they thought that, oh no, wait a second, we need to introduce one more law here because that is such a fundamental law, and that talks about temperature. Okay, it is the concept of temperature is given in the zeroth law. So that now temperature is something that you use in each and every day. It is not very much directly related to thermodynamics, but it was an afterthought after the first and second law. They were like, okay, wait a second, we need to define what is temperature, right? We need to define what is temperature. So that is why they gave the zeroth law. They named it the zeroth law. So first law of thermodynamics. Okay, now this will give you the idea of, that is law of conservation of energy. Law of conservation of energy. Okay. Law of conservation of energy. So what does it state? It states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Neither be created nor destroyed, although it can be converted from one form to another. From one form to another. Okay. So what does this mean? It means that whatever changes of energy you are seeing in the system, if there is an increase in the system, there is an increase in the energy of a system, it means that there is a decrease in the energy of surrounding. If there is a decrease in the energy of system, there is an increase in the energy of surrounding. What does it mean? It means that whatever you are going to do, the total energy of universe is going to be constant. The total energy of universe remains constant. It will always remain what? It will always remain constant. Similarly, the total energy of isolated system remains constant. The total energy of a isolated system remains constant. Okay, now let us move on to the mathematical formulation of the first law of thermodynamics. How can we mathematically create it? Okay, for the first law of thermodynamics. Please let me know if you're done with these 3 points. All of you are done? Done or no? Who is writing? Who is writing? Atif, are you writing? Muhammad Umar, are you writing? No, you guys are not writing.
Done.
Done? Okay. Let us suppose we moved from one. We had a state here. What should I do? What should I write here? Let us write something. State 1. And we went to state 2. Okay. State 1 to state 2. This has U initial. This will have U final. Okay. Let us say there was an increase in. So delta U, that is U final minus U initial, is what is positive. That means there was increase in the energy of system. Okay, it means that one of 2 things would have happened. Either heat would have been given to the system, and or work would have been done on the system. Yes or no? There are only 2 possible ways now in which we can have an increase in the energy of a system. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that means whatever the energy increase we had, that is the delta U, that is the increase, or whatever the difference in energy we had, this will be equal to whatever heat we have given on the system and whatever work we have done on the system. Now this is the mathematical expression for the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, this is the mathematical expression. So you can just write this boxed part, nothing else. Just write this boxed part. Q plus W. The change in internal energy is equal to heat involved in the interaction plus the work involved in the interaction. I read it like this, okay? The heat involved in the interaction of system and surrounding, and the work involved in the interaction of system and surrounding. As of now, I don't want to give it any label, whether heat is added in the system or is taken out from the system, whether work is done on the system, whether work is done by the system. How we will say that? We will say the internal change in internal energy is equal to the heat involved and the work involved. That is it. That is it. Done? Can I move? Yes or no? Now, even a better expression for delta U will be, for heat, you will be always given what quantity of heat is being added to the system or it is being taken out of the system. But for work, you have to work for work. That means you have to measure some things for work. So I can write Q plus what is W? W is nothing but P external into del V. And hence we can rewrite this expression as Q minus P external, oops, not del U, del V. Now this is an even important equation, and this is something that you will be always using to calculate what? To calculate the, you will be always using to calculate the change in internal energy.
Sir, can you scroll up?
Yeah, sure. Here or more?
No, sir.
This is just explanation. You don't have to write this, okay? This is optional, okay?
Yes, sir, you can scroll down.
Okay. Done, guys? Yes or no?
Done, sir.
Okay. Now write a question, quick question, okay? A gas absorbs a gas absorbs 120 joule of heat. A gas absorbs 120 joule of heat, and so if it gas is absorbing, then it will expand or it will contract. The volume will increase or decrease.
Increase.
Increase, na? That means it will expand. So ye jo this thinking, you have to keep this in mind, okay? While you are reading question, while you are reading thermodynamics, what is happening, what is going to happen, you should be having some predictability there, okay? A gas absorbs 120 joule of heat and expands against the external pressure of 1.10 atm. From a volume of 500 milliliters to 2 liters. What is the change in internal energy? Right? What is the change in internal energy? So let us see first of all what is happening. What is happening here? We have some gas, and there is an external pressure of 1.10 atm. And at the same time, what we are doing, we are heating this gas. Okay. Now, when we are heating this gas, there will be a expansion. There will be some expansion of the heat. That means the piston will be moving up. Since the piston will be moving up, okay. And we know the delta V. So delta V is equal to how much? We have final volume is 2 liter. 2 minus 0.5 liters, right? So this will be equal to 1.5 liter. Now let us calculate the work done. So work will be equal to minus of P external delta V. You don't have to, okay? You will always have this formula, minus Px into delta V. So the external pressure is how much? It is doing against this. That is why this will be minus of 1.10 into 1.5 liter ATM. If you calculate this, this will be somewhere around how much? 15, 11, and 15. 15 tens are 165, I think, 1.65. 1.65 liter ATM. Yes or no? 15, 150 plus 15 will be 165. So it will be 1.65 liter ATM. Now there is a conversion factor that you have to remember. 1 liter ATM. 1 liter ATM, it is equal to 101.3 joules. 101.3 joules. Now, if I multiply that, so you will have the work will be equal to 1.65 into 101.3 joules. So obviously we will be having something greater than 165 joules. So 1.3 into 1.6, 1.3 into 1.6, 1.3 into 1.6 will be something around 167 joules, I guess. Please calculate this now. Calculate this number. 165 से तो बड़ा होगा, 165 से लेकिन कितना बड़ा होगा? If you have 100, that means 1.3 into 1.6.
167.1.
Okay, so we are close only. So you can take this as 167 joules, है ना? Okay, wait a second. There will be a minus sign. I'm forgetting the minus sign. Please add the minus sign here. Okay. Minus 167 joule. So this is the work. And the heat absorbed will be equal to what? We will add a plus sign and 120 joules. Why? Because heat is getting absorbed by the system, and hence we will have a positive sign here. So delta U will be equal to whatever heat you have plus whatever is the value of work. So for the value of heat, you have 120 joules. And for work, you have minus of 167 joules. Right? So how much this will be? 47 joules minus of 47 joules, right? Okay. So these are easy questions. These are easy questions. Please let me know if you're done.
Sir, can I zoom out?
Okay, you want to zoom. You have the question now. You can do it on your own. No?
Yes,
No.
I have the question.
Tell me. Where? Now, those who are doing organic chemistry IUPAC nomenclature, they can stay. I mean, they have to stay. The others can also stay. But those who are doing IUPAC nomenclature, they have to stay. Okay. Let me know if you're done. Okay, Reba is done. Okay, fine. So those who are doing organic chemistry with me. Okay, Surat is also done. So please write a question. Identify and write the name of alkyl substituent.
So those who are not doing can leave.
Those who are not doing, they can leave.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care. Write the name of alkyl substituent for following.
Sir,
Tell me.
yeah, sir, we have to send the answers of these questions you're writing.
नहीं homework का assignment है आपका. Okay. Just
Sorry,
have to note
sir?
down. Sorry.
So could you please repeat?
Assignment hai. It's a homework. You don't have to send me the answers now. I will ask you on Saturday.
Yes, sir, that's
Right.
what I'm asking.
This won't be updated on the website.
This will be uploaded on the website. I hope so, but you just write this down. Okay. because I will be sending the same thing to Nishkar sir also. So he will take care of the uploading part. But you write these questions, okay? It may be, it will go for typing, then it will go for the website upload. I don't know how much time it is going to take. It's better if you have this